here with Katie Alley, who's been on the Ideal Protein system with us for about 6 months.
Right.
How much weight have you lost so far?
Right at roughly 59.5 pounds, right around there.
And it took how long to do that?
It took me about 4.5 months. I'm now in the phase 4 maintenance, so it took me about 4.5 months to lose that.
And that's an average of roughly 3 pounds a week, or right at it. Since you started this program, what changes in your health have you experienced, have you noticed?
Well, everything, dramatically, everything has changed in my health. I mean, my numbers of my body mass index numbers have gone from 34 to 25. I feel I have energy that I never had before. I can tell just bodily wise you don't have the fat in places that I just before you could see muscle. Now you can feel it, you can see it, and it's just amazing. It's completely amazing. All of my cholesterol's gone down. It wasn't bad. It was 174, but now it's 115. My company that I work for has took my health assessment and are just amazed at me how well I've done. And in fact, this week they told me, "God, you really look great. How do you feel?" I said, "I feel great." Mm-hmm. I mean, there's not one thing that I can say that I regret about doing this. There's not one thing.
And it looks like you got off your acid reflux.
Got off my acid reflux. They had me on a cholesterol pill. She took me off prescription drugs. I take none now. I have no prescription drugs that I have to take, which is amazing. I mean, it's just amazing all the way around.
Now, how does the results you've gotten with Ideal Protein System compare to the results you've gotten on other diets?
Well, and I did do another diet program, and I lost weight, and that was about 6 years ago. I didn't lose as much as I've lost here, but I was probably within 10, 15 pounds from it. But on that particular program, I had to exercise an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. Non-fail, every day, 7 days a week, just to keep off what I lost. It was never a given that I was going to keep that weight off. If I stopped exercising, it started to come back on instantaneously. And that's just how it was. It just was altogether different. There was no muscle feeling. Even though I exercised like crazy, I didn't have any muscle feeling where I could see my muscles in my body. I still saw fat, layers of fat on top of my skin, no matter what. And it didn't stay off. It probably took me 6 months to put back on what I lost.
What do you think you've learned about eating following this protocol? Do you think it'll be easier to keep the weight off?
Oh yeah, definitely. The things I've learned about eating is I don't need to have a lot of pasta. I thought I loved pasta, but after you go on this and you don't have it, it's not a priority. Everything tastes better if you eat the vegetables and you do this. You know, you do your meats, everything's it just seems like it spikes up your taste buds, and everything tastes great. And I love it, and I couldn't even imagine going back to wanting to eat the way I did before. Couldn't even imagine it.
What about the foods? Did you like the Ideal Protein foods?
I love every one I've had. I love the chocolate drinks. They were my favorite in the mornings. I love the yogurts, the blueberry or the mixed berry yogurt drink. I take that and I make the little mini muffins, and I take those to work for my lunch for a snack. I love those. There wasn't one bad thing in the whole program to eat. Everything tasted great, and it satisfies you. It fills you up. I couldn't even think that a chocolate drink in the morning would make me satisfied till lunch. I was not hungry. I did not get hungry the whole entire time, which amazed me, and it's just, now I can't imagine myself not keeping something like that around, just because it's so much easier and it satisfies you. It fills you up. Instead of a lot of empty calories, I have a drink that makes me satisfied, and I don't have to worry about a lot of carbs and anything like that. So it's wonderful.
What would you say to somebody who's thinking about starting the program?
You know, there's been a lot of people that have asked me, how did you do it?
You've sent a lot of people up here so
Yes,
far. We've got a number of
I have
referrals.
tried, and they've said, how did you do it? Is it hard? What is, you know, what are you doing? They ask, and I just tell them, there's a lot of things that you're going to be restricted on when you start this. Things that you've your whole life been given, sugar as a treat, it's been something that you've been given, and you feel like you're not going to be able to do without it. But I'm telling you, if you give it a week or two, any of those feelings go away, and you don't need it. And then they'll say, well, what does it cost you? What? And you know, I tell them, every time I've told them, what does it cost you for an ambulance ride? What does it cost you for a hospital visit? You know, those things, and plus the fact that you feel 100% better, it doesn't even compare. The cost is not even comparable to your health. There's just no even comparison to good health. And I've told them, it's your benefit. It'll benefit you completely to try it. And I guarantee you, if you get through the 2 weeks and you don't have any, you know, you're going to feel different. But I'm telling you, every day you can feel better and better and better, and you want to stay with it because you do feel better. I preached it and preached it and preached it, and I'm hoping it's helped some people. I really do.
It definitely has.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Katie. I appreciate it.
Thank you, John.